Well, Frank, we are looking at more and more flooding. We have constantly almost been like trying to run away from the flooding. We'll be in a location and we'll be with emergency officials and they'll say, okay, that's enough time here. You need to get out of here. And that happens continually. It's happened like 3 or 4 times today. But I want to give you a look at where we are right now. If you have ever been to Weeki Wachee, you know how beautiful it is. You know how pretty the water is. Well, let me show you Weeki Wachee right now. And this is Rogers Park. It's all underwater at this point. And if we're able to zoom in over way back over there, there's a mermaid. We were standing down there today. We did one of our hits from right over there, and you can kind of see how far the water has gotten up. And if we look over this way, we can start to see how high the water is beginning to creep up into businesses, a kayak business over here, a restaurant right next to it. And we're going to safely walk across this road. There's no traffic right now, and we're on high ground, so we're not at risk of any flooding at this time. But I want to show you some of the homes that are along the Weeki Wachee River. So if we just pan over this way, you're able to see right through this fencing here exactly what people are dealing with. It is going to be a long road to recovery for a lot of people in Hernando County. We actually saw someone else on a boat not too long ago who had come over to check on a business. She lives out in Hernando Beach and was just talking about how heartbreaking it is to see and how we don't even know the full extent of the damage that has happened, because we are still experiencing some of the surge that is taking place. So we have a long way to go, but it looks like we are getting a much clearer picture of exactly the situation out here. So we are going to be continuing to safely go from location to location to check out the damage and show it to you and try to tell some of these stories of what people are experiencing. So again, everybody, please be careful out there, even though, you know, it's not raining right now and a lot of the imminent threat appears to be, for the most part, over. There's still a lot of danger out there. So please listen to the emergency officials, and of course, any information that we get that's going to help keep you safe, we will of course be sure to pass that along to you. For now, at Rogers Park, I'm Emerald Morrow, 10 Tampa Bay.
Thanks, Emerald. I was going to say, it almost looks like the sun's trying to peek out where you are, and I think that's what's so deceptive to people who've been waiting out this storm. They think, oh, it's starting to look nice outside. Let me see what's going on in my neighborhood. So how long has it been since you saw rain in the area?
Oh, it's been a little bit, Caitlin, and you know, it's been intermittent. So we'll get some bursts of rain and then it won't rain, but it'll still be a little bit cloudy. And now, like you said, the sun is trying to make its way out. But again, that threat of flooding is still very, very real. As I said at the beginning of this live shot, we've had to move several times. I mean, we were just down the road that way, and I don't even know if you'll be able to see it, but where those emergency vehicles are, they're kind of blocking the road down there. We were down there, down that way is Linda Pedersen Park, and that is where they were giving out sandbags just a couple of days ago. That whole park is underwater. So we have had to move down a little bit to keep ourselves safe. So we're kind of up on a little bit higher ground now. So we're okay at this point, but you know, you've just got to be very, very careful. That's one thing about covering these types of storms, and it's just, you just never know. So it's always best to make sure that you're operating with safety in mind, and you always just got to do and trust that gut feeling. Trust that gut feeling. If you feel like it's not safe to do something, you don't do it. But again, a long, long road to recovery for a lot of people, and we still do not know the full extent of the damage out here.
A long road to recovery, and officials also asking for patience, right? They said, just give us more time. That is something that folks can do to help them along with the situation. Thank you, Emerald. And we know, of course, you're going to heed those warnings as you have all night and all morning. You be safe out there.